Hello, welcome to Pre-Algebra Video Lesson 1-1. Today we're going to talk about evaluating algebraic expressions. Oh, I need an S. Now, those are some big words, but they're really easy. An algebraic expression just means a math problem that's written down and it has a variable in it. So all of these are algebraic expressions. They have variables, okay? This is a variable, right? This is a variable, this is a variable, here's a variable, here's a variable. That's all it means. Algebraic expressions have variables. Simple. Now, all of you should probably remember what evaluate means, but I know it's been all summer and you've forgotten. Evaluate means you're going to put a number in place of the variable and get an answer. Do the math and get an answer. You're going to substitute a number in. That's what evaluate means. And the book is going to do something along these lines to give you a number. It's probably going to say evaluate 2x for x equals 2. So what does that mean? That means you put 2 in here for x. So 2 times 2 is 4. There's the answer you just evaluated. Not hard. And then they might give you another problem, and they might say 5x plus 3, evaluate that for x equals 4. So what do? You have to put 4 in x's spot. So 5 and 4 plus 3. In case you don't remember, 5 and x right up against each other always means multiply. I put parentheses here because if I just left it with 5 and 4, it would look like 54. We need it to be 5 times 4. You could have put a dot instead of parentheses. Okay? So 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 3 is 23. That one's done. Now let's go on to the next one. 6x minus 2, the book probably said for x equals 7. So what do? You put 7 in x's spot. 6 times 7, see, it's okay to use the dot, minus 2. Well, 6 times 7 is 42. 42 minus 2 is 40. That seems pretty easy, right? You guys could do that all day long. Sometimes they have a y and an x. And when they do that, they almost always say something like this. For y equals 2 and x equals 0. They give you both values. So now you have to put 2 where y is and 0 where x is. So just like this. 3 times 2 plus 2 times 0, because x was 0, plus 7. Now, you got to multiply first before you can add, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. PEMDAS. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2 times 0 is 0. Plus 7. 6 plus 0 plus 7 is 13. That's the answer. That's evaluating, substituting the number they give you in for x or y or whatever the variable is. There you go. Now, it's time for you to try some. Grab some paper and a pencil. Try these 3 problems. Pause the video. And when you get all done with all 3 problems and have answers, turn the video back on so you can see what the answers are. See if you did it right. Okay, you should have gotten 8 for the first one, 29 for number 2, and 12 for number 3. 6 times 2 is 12, minus 4 is 8. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 1 is 29. 2 times 6 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8. And 12 minus 8 is 4, plus 8 is 12. How did you do? I bet you got all of them right. Now, let's talk about how this works with the word problem. Because for some reason, we all panic the minute it's a word problem. This is not a hard word problem. This is on page 7 of your book. It's example 3. I'm going to talk you through it so you can see that it's really easy. First of all, it talks about temperature, Celsius and Fahrenheit. And it gives us a formula to change Celsius to Fahrenheit. So, if you notice in the formula, it says 1.8 C plus 32. Do you think C stands for Celsius or Fahrenheit? Celsius, of course. So, problem number A gives us a value. It says the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. So all you do is take the formula, put 0 in for C, do the math, and you find out that water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Most of us already know that. But that's how you change from Celsius to Fahrenheit. You could do that. Word problems are not terrible. Just read it. In this section, they're just wanting you to substitute in, do the math, and get the answer, because this is all about evaluating. So don't freak out. Just work through the problem. Now, it's time for the favorite part of this lesson, the video homework. I knew you were going to love it. On your paper, you're going to put your name in the top left corner. You're going to put the date in the top right corner. And on the top line of the notebook paper, which I always call the title line, you're going to write Video Homework 1-1. Perfectly fine to abbreviate the word homework. I like everything to have a title line, and I'm kind of picky about it, so make sure you put it at the very beginning. Now, right under that is an important message for you. It says you must show all work. It's not going to be accepted without showing work. So make sure you do that. Then, when you copy the problems down, go ahead and leave some space so you have room to work. First, you're going to be evaluating 3 problems. Then, at the end, you're going to have 1 word problem. I've given you the formula for speed. Speed equals distance over time. Then the problem comes after that. A car travels 420 miles for 6 hours. How fast is the car going? So, is miles speed, distance, or time? Miles is distance, so it goes in place of D. Is 6 hours speed, distance, or time? 6 hours is time, so it goes in place of T. Then you do the math to get the answer for what the speed is, and it needs a label. All word problems always need labels. Your label is miles per hour. Your homework from this video is due tomorrow in class, so make sure you get it done and bring it with you to class tomorrow. I can't wait to see you. Have a wonderful evening.